this is the funniest looking plug and play I've ever seen in person. That's what it looks like. It's just Spongebob plug and play. Plug and play TV games, it's called. And that's SpongeBob's nose, as you can see, and it's also the joystick. So you use the nose to move around. You can sit on it if you want, and then you can wiggle to move if you want. So there's that trademark plug and play buzz noise. There's only 5 games here, it seems. Chum bucket. Oh, good. Chum. It says chum. Alright, so I'm ready to play SpongeBob's Bubble Pop. Let me just get the controller ready. Just get into position to play this game. That's a lot of instructions. Coming from a plug and play that had no instructions to all of these instructions. It's very strange indeed. Also, widened SpongeBob. I like that. It's Bubble Bobble! Oh wait, no it's not. It's like arachnoid. But see, Sponge needs to be widened. That's why we gotta get the widened SpongeBob bonus. Because SpongeBob inherently, you know, he's not meant for this. He's not built for this. He needs to be wide. Get wide. Wow. So listen, this is better than most plug and plays in terms of, you know, functionality. However, why is it so hard for a plug and play to come up with some unique, interesting games? They always have to be rip-offs of other, like, arcade classics. Or am I just stuck in this spongy hell for the rest of eternity? 2 hours later. Look at that son of a bitch ascend into heaven. Like a real motherfucker. I love it. Well, someone said because the plug and plays aren't big budget. Oh, I wanted the widened sponge. It was gonna be so cool to look at. No music either. I would think SpongeBob plug and play, a licensed SpongeBob plug and play with a big cock nose, would have some budget. Like you would assume that if any of the plug and plays I've played have had a budget, it would be this one. I'm sure Speng has made plenty of money. I'm sure they could have splurged a little bit. Splurge for the Speng. Splurge Bob. I need to see a tactical SpongeBob first-person shooter, though. I won't be happy until I see that. You know, we keep getting these Call of Duty games every year. Put it in Bikini Bottom. Call of Duty, Bikini Bottom. Oh, it's a jape. I can see the links in the chat. The Vine jape. Unless it's real. Unless you're not being cheeky and it is. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what to think. I mean, I've been sleeping and like medicated like the past 5 days a lot. So I don't know what's real. Today was the first day I felt somewhat human, and yet I still had to question whether or not I was awake at one point. And be like, wow, I don't even feel like I'm in real life. So I mean, you could tell me that there's a first-person shooter tactical FPS where SpongeBob has a helmet and a cigar, and he's fucking blasting crabs with a fucking cock machine gun, and I would believe you. I wouldn't doubt it. He does have a helmet. Are you serious? Okay. Oh, hang on a minute now. Hang on. There's an hang on. Oh my fucking god. You know, I've not actually... Wait, what the fuck is this? Is this a screenshot of the game? Oh my god, that's horrendous. Why does he look like that? He looks like he absorbed like ball sweat. I don't... It's not a first-person shooter, this Battle for Bikini Bottom game. It seems like it's a... You see? It's not first-person. Nice fish. Yeah, it's a third-person thing. Probably won't ever play it. Oops. You know, it's fine. That's my review of this. It's fine. I didn't get to see Wide Sponge, so I'm a little upset. But I did get a high score, so... Nope. Let's not continue. Thanks. Developed by Hot Gen. Oh, this is a 2003 game. Sandy's Surf Adventure. Oh, music. Oh, fuck, it's one of these. Yeah, it's still a plug and play at the end of the day. It may be a little bit better than some of the other ones. The only difference is there aren't 7 versions of this game. It's just one, done fairly well. Are these seahorses really menacing Bikini Bottom? I mean, these stars, too? I don't know, they seem kind of harmless to me. It seems like I'm just being a bully. Like, they're just going about their aquatic lives. So, I mean, there's really not a whole lot of stuff going on here. Just shoot. Shoot many times quickly. And destroy these things that need to be destroyed because they're bastards and they're fucking terrorizing Bikini Bottom. Spongebob likes to throw things up. Come on, Patrick. Patrick, don't be an asshole. Get out of the way! Patrick, I swear to fucking God. You have the power of movement. You don't have to just stand there. This is... He's really... These people need to get their shit together. No Squidward. No sound effects? We couldn't have, like, SpongeBob say, yeah! That would have been nice, if we could have some SpongeBob voice acting in this. Oh, boy! That's my SpongeBob impression. It's terrible. I've decided that the cruel hand of fate is going to take my friends away. I no longer care. They could have just took a clip from the show. They could have just taken a clip from the show of SpongeBob going, yeah! Patrick and the maze. Patrick the starfish has managed to get himself and his friends lost in a coral maze. Fortunately, there are many items around that may help Patrick escape the maze. Only with skill will Patrick escape and return home safely. Oh, I love this. So, Patrick has grown nipple net. It just comes out of his tits and grabs the things and then thrusts them away. No real animation here. Just straight out of his nipples. Yep, there you go. Just get him at the nipples. So, it's a maze. Is it amazing? Even though I just said it was. It's quite not. Quite not indeed. Has there ever been a question as to why Patrick needs to wear shorts? Yeah, that sound effect doesn't hurt. Keep it going. Give us another one. Oh, I did it. I found this. Found the exit? That was the exit? Oh, okay then. Magical clams. The clams are feeling musical tonight. Remember the notes in tune. Oh, now it's Simon Says. Yeah. Kinda looks like there's assholes in there. Doesn't it? Yeah, it kinda looked a little bit like assholes inside clams. Which in and of itself is a very sexual and filthy thing to begin with. You know, clam. That's a connotation. There's just connotations all over the place, man. But yeah, it kind of looked like there was an asshole inside those clams. Lol. Lol. This is a hard one to remember. Guys, I can't do it. It's too hard. The game had mercy on my soul. It saw me fail the first time, and it was like, alright, here. The game just threw me a bone. That was still the wrong way. Oh, cool. You can still get killed by enemies. No, I don't think I want to continue. Then the Super Chum Bucket. Here it is. Plankton has used his remote control robots to capture Sandy Cheeks to bribe Spongebob into giving him the delicious Krabby Patty recipe. Spongebob will never give away the recipe and decides to risk life and Sponge to rescue Sandy himself. It's, yes, do that. Do that more. Look how carefree Spongebob is as he heads towards the abyss. So yeah, it's Donkey Kong as Sponge. Even Spongebob is ripping off of Nintendo games. I mean, I didn't expect... At least the Maze game was somewhat original. Kind of. A little bit. But I didn't expect Donkey Kong. Yay! See, surely they could have taken that from the show and just put it in there. SpongeBob is the most carefree sponge I've ever seen, until he gets hit. That's the sound effect of, like, SpongeBob seeing something he likes. It makes his little sponge, his sponge nose rise. It's like, ah. I'm so bored. All the while, I'm gripping a sponge nose right now. Just questioning my life decisions and choices up until this point. Wondering why I'm gripping SpongeBob's nose. Like, my full attention is on the sponge nose. Oh, that's cool. That's nice and cheap. That's it. That was it. Just 5 games. Huh. I gotta say, for as big of a piece of plastic this thing is, you'd expect a few more games to be in there. I mean, they spent all this time making that nose, you know, very, very nodular. Like, I mean, come on. Just look at this thing. Look at that. They spent all the time making the controller and less time making the games. There's apparently another SpongeBob plug and play. There's less humor in that controller, unfortunately. Oh, and there's another one too. Wow, how many of these fucking things are there? And another one. Oh my god. I just typed SpongeBob plug and play in Google and I got this. Truly plug and plague. Anything else? Maybe a few other ones, maybe, I'm not sure. I can't tell if it's different. Here's another one. Yep, I found another one. So yeah, there's a lot of SpongeBob plug and plays. It's a fucking genre in and of itself. Well, this wasn't great. The games were a little better than some of the other ones I played in plug and plays. There was no music to speak of, bafflingly. So many wasted opportunities. And a lot of just clone games. So yeah, I would rate the SpongeBob plug and play as very poorly. As poorly as many of the other ones. Simply because it was just such a wasted opportunity. And only 5 games. I mean, listen. With that retro game controller, at least you have fun going through the games for a few hours. I mean, sure, you may never play them again, but you're at least having fun going through and looking at them and making fun of them. Maybe that's not to everyone's delight, but I certainly enjoy that. So that I liked a little bit better. I guess ultimately it's whatever floats your boat. It's whatever waters your sponge.